Hey guys, my name is Angel, and right now you can see that there's no Chava. He's actually there, but guess what? Guess what? You guys might not know this, to be honest. Although I mention it every single video, well, not really every single video, but a lot of the times in the video, on the discussion, I get that, well, we're not really that big of a reaction channel right now, but we get really heated. We think, we give a lot of ideas and hypotheses and everything, and I always come back to my favorite anime, Re:Zero.
Re:Zero!
Re:Zero Kara Hajimeru Isekai Seikatsu. And my god, this Friday, we were recording the video for this week of Ryakusen no Neverland, episode 11, right? We recorded, it was like, we finished at like 12:30 a.m. of Saturday, yesterday. So, I came back, right? I come back and I am at my house. It's like 1 a.m. already, and I opened YouTube, and the very first thing will be like here, right? The very first thing is a video about Re:Zero. I see the Kadokawa channel and everything, and I go like, well, what is this? Is this Frozen Bonds? And you know what is gonna come out? I click and everything. 2 seconds happen. 2 seconds pass, and I click right away, and I'm like, you know, I already saw. I know enough Japanese to tell the kanji that's like for second season, and I was like, oh my god! Second season of Re:Zero. I know it, it's right there. I cannot contain my hype. I'm like, let's go. And what can I say, dude? Like Re:Zero legit is my favorite anime. It's so much my favorite anime that I read every single little thing there is to read. Like every single one of the arcs, all of the web novel. I mean, of course, there's translations, and then there is the actual web novel in Japanese, right? I don't really know enough Japanese to read it, but well, I would be making Google translations and everything, or read a lot of the translations that a lot of people have been making. There's a lot of them. Like if you're involved in the whole thing with Re:Zero, it's a very loved anime, so there's a lot of people, although it's very complicated. yeah. Although it's a very complicated web novel to translate, because I believe Tappei Nagatsuki, who is the author, has a very weird style of writing, as far as I know. So yeah, I know it all. I know it all, dude. I know it all. I know every single thing that's gonna happen. Every single thing, every single thing that they skipped in the regular anime, I know it. Everything. I'm the biggest fan of Re:Zero, to be honest. And my god, I cannot believe we're finally, after 3 years, getting the second season. And I'm gonna announce it already. I haven't watched the trailer. I saved it for this moment. And we're gonna be reacting to the first season of Re:Zero so that we can watch the second one. Chao has no idea about it. He just knows that it is my favorite anime, and he will finally see what's the big deal with this anime, right? So, God, I cannot wait. Let's see, before we discuss further on the analysis for this and everything that's gonna happen, because there's some images that I saw, because I went on Twitter and I follow a lot of the people who make artwork and everything for Re:Zero. My God, everyone was losing their shit. It was amazing, to be honest. I couldn't stand my hype. This Saturday was the longest day of my life. But finally, we're here. Let's react to it. Alright, let's get right into the trailer for the second season of Re:Zero. Let's go! One. Yeah, that's right. You can watch any of this. No spoilers. 1, 2, 3. Some sky. Some wind. Yeah, let's go.
I know Japanese, dude.
Subaru! Walking slowly. The shadow on the face. God, I'm tense. He doesn't look very happy. Oh, do you know who that is? I know. Bodies. All of them. Oh my god. What it is? I cannot say her name. Spoilers. Talk. Oh, she didn't say anything. My God, that was the greatest shit I ever seen. Oh my God, if you have read any of the particular line novels of Wayne Novel, you know the reason why they did this walk. Like this walk, when you see all the bodies and everything, it is. I mean, it's not necessarily a spoiler for me to say this. I'm gonna try to keep the analysis and the discussion of this as spoiler free as possible. I'm going to do no spoilers basically, but what you see is not really a scene per se. I guess it's something different, so you can figure it out. You will eventually be able to figure it out. But this character that appears is a very, very important character that we're gonna get to meet in this particular season of Re:Zero. I imagine it's gonna be covering arc 4. That's it. And this picks up right away after the ending of season 1. In reality, let me give you a little bit of information if you like Re:Zero a lot. The ending of season 1 is in reality, it's the ending, but it's a couple chapters before the actual ending of the particular arc, right? Because there's epilogues, and these epilogues lead to the reason why, well, the motivations for arc 4. So basically, we're gonna be running right away episode 1 into what could possibly very well be a 40 minutes episode, just like the very first one that Re:Zero had, a special part A and part B of an episode 1, because all of the things that will be happening that they left out in what could have been the ending of last season are very relevant. Like to put it bluntly, it is the very reason why the events of, well, not the very reason why, but they're very tied up to the reason why things are going to happen the way that they are going to happen, right? So it's a very important scene. It's a very important episode, I guess, to what's going to happen. Of course, I'm a little bit afraid that they left a little important details in last season out that give a lot of meaning to what's going to happen in this particular first episode of the next season, unless they do it differently, of course. But I doubt it's gonna be a big deal, but they give a little bit of more context to the reason of the events and everything, right? So if you guys know already, well, I don't really need to tell you, I'm trying to make this spoiler free. But, well, anyways, this particular character is gonna be very important. If you're wondering, well, what's going on with Ren, what's going on with Emilia, what's going on with Pac, with Ram and everyone, what's going on, you'll get to see it right away. Like, we literally, like, if it is going to follow a regular path with the first episode, we will get right away after those words that, maybe we'll get to see the words that Seguro was telling to Emilia and everything. So it is very likely, it is very likely, but as I said, because of those little details that they left behind, they might take a different approach. But if I had to make a guess, it is very likely that's going to be from the words that he said to Emilia, but we didn't get to hear, to listen to. So it's very likely that's going to be the beginning of the first episode, right? And then we'll go on to the things that will chain us into the arc 4, which is, by the way, the longest of all the arcs in Re:Zero. It's literally like the size of arc 1, 2, and 3 combined, and a little bit more, I believe, or a little bit less. I don't really remember quite exactly, but it's fairly long. So let us go to the analysis of a particular image that I believe is very, very, very important for the next part of the discussion. Let us begin with a little bit of the discussion that I wanted to have, aside from what I have said already. Let's see, this image in particular that you're seeing now is one of the promotional images for the second season, of course. And there's a lot of very interesting things within this image. In particular, maybe if you don't know anything about Re:Zero, you might be thinking, well, who the hell are this bunch of new characters, right? Well, I'm not going to tell you because of spoilers, of course, but this gives me the idea that it's gonna be at least 25 episodes. I doubt very, very much that they're gonna do the entire Arc 4 in only 12 episodes, or maybe they're gonna divide into seasons like they did with Shingeki no Kyojin, for example, season 3, part 1 and part 2, right? But I don't really think that's gonna be the case though. I don't believe it's gonna be just 12 episodes at all. I believe it's gonna be 24, 25, 26, just like they did with the last season, mostly because of this image. In this image, well, we see regular characters, we see Ren, Ram, Emilia, Beatriz, Meili, Otto, and everyone, right? We see Patrash, of course, many of the characters that you already know. And something very important is those that you don't know. The reason why I'm saying this, and why this is my reason to back up the idea there's gonna be 25 episodes, is that these characters, some of them appear very late on the particular arc, and it wouldn't really make a lot of sense to just make it 12 episodes to begin with, because all of the information that has to go into it is a lot of it, and there's a lot of very, very interesting information and very, very crucial to the story. And all of these characters that you're seeing, for example, these characters on the top, they are all very relevant. All of them are very relevant. The very fact that there's two characters here, I'm not going to tell you which of them, makes me believe that what I said previously, that the beginning of the first episode of the next season is going to be taken right away with the words that Subaru was saying to Emilia, is because some of the characters that appear here as well. So if you know that, Nash, I think that you know what I'm referring to. But if you don't, great, you don't have to worry about it. You will get to see it right away. Some of these characters will appear, and well, we will have the connection to Arc 4. I want to say something else. Of course, you can get to see right here the person, the girl who was in the particular trailer, although they didn't say a thing. Of course, it's just perfect. That trailer was perfect. It encapsulates a lot of the things that are going to be happening on the anime very perfectly. Like, if I were to tell you, okay, what can I expect of the next season of Re:Zero? First season was amazing, great. What is there to look for? You're in for a surprise. You're going to be very pleased. Some of the questions that you had in the previous season are going to be answered this particular season. A lot more questions are going to be arising, that's for certain. And more than anything, you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of new characters that you will love, new characters that you will hate, and a lot of Subaru. A lot of Subaru is going to be happening this particular anime, but I believe I don't really need to tell you that, right? You know what kind of anime this is. So, here, I don't really know how much can I comment on for you on this particular image, aside from what I have said already, but my God, I really have really high expectations for this second season. Like, being such a hard fan of this particular anime, it is literally my favorite story. Not just anime, it's literally my favorite story. I really never went into just reading and trying to search for every single little thing that I could get. I never really did that thing. In fact, the very reason that we're reacting to stuff at all is because I found out about reaction videos and everything through Re:Zero. After watching some of the episodes, I was like, you know what? I need to go and see what kind of reaction other people had. Like, I just need to see what's up. In fact, I'm so much of a fan of Re:Zero that if anyone who had a particular reaction for Re:Zero back then, anyone, it doesn't matter who you are, I watch your reaction. It doesn't matter if you had the lowest quality in the world. It doesn't matter if you were even smaller than we are. It doesn't matter. I watch your reaction. I watch every single one of those reactions. I'm that much of a fan, right? And my God, I'm just so happy. I didn't know how to react, to be honest, other than, my God, this is like the best thing to come back home to at 1 a.m. And my God, this is amazing. The trailer was amazing. It was worth the waiting for it, to be honest. It was worth it. And they didn't even say a thing, my God. You can see a lot of bodies in the trailer. As I said, it's a perfect trailer for what's going to be happening in the next season, but it's not exactly as you believe it. It's not gonna be just bodies all over the place. It's perfect, but it's how to say it? It's perfect in a very meaningful way, not in a very literal way, but in a very meaningful way. In the encompassing what is going to happening, encompassing what it means for Subaru to experience as a person from another world with his particular abilities and everything. And my God, I cannot wait for this. My prediction for when this is going to come out, because of course they didn't give us a release date. It's probably going to come out it's going to be fall or winter season for the release of Re:Zero. Very likely. I think that is the case. Very, very close to the second OVA, or yeah, that's my prediction. Very close to the second OVA. My prediction is going to be very close to the second OVA. That one's coming on fall season, I believe. And my God, I cannot possibly wait. I want to see some of these characters in these images being animated. Their voices, their actions. It's gonna be so hard. You're gonna be in love with all of these characters. You can see that there's a lot of new ones, right? So my God, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be. My God, I've been waiting 3 years for this. And I cannot believe we're finally gonna get it. I always knew what's gonna happen. Re:Zero selling figures of Rem and Emilia all over the place, like it's insane. And my God, I'm just glad we're gonna get to see this. And of course, my favorite character is gonna have a lot more of airtime. I have a very particular favorite character. It's my favorite character from all anime as well. Subaru is basically my favorite character, but for the males, right? But for the females, and as anime in general, my favorite character is as well in Re:Zero. So I mean, it's not a conventional favorite character. You might expect it was Emilia or it was Ren, but no, it's Elsa. My favorite character is Elsa. And my God, not a lot of people like Elsa, what can I say? But those who know, those who like Elsa, my God, man of culture, I see you. Anyways, what else can I add to this? 25 episodes. All of Arc 4. A lot of hype, and oh my God, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing, guys. What else can I tell you? I don't think there's anything else to say. Expect this. We're gonna be recording Re:Zero so that y'all can finally catch up and see what exactly is my hype about this, right? And my God, it's gonna be amazing. Let's go. Re:Zeroから始める異世界生活 Season 2, let's go!